Stoicism, born in the bustling markets of ancient Athens and refined in the halls of Roman power, offers a blueprint for living in harmony with nature's laws. Founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BCE and later advanced by thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, this philosophy transcends temporal boundaries. Its core tenet, that inner peace arises not from controlling external events, but from mastering one's perceptions, resonates deeply in today's hyper-connected, anxiety-driven world. Modern society often equates success with relentless hustle, yet Stoicism posits that true fulfillment emerges from aligning effort with acceptance. This text expands upon 7 foundational principles, weaving historical context, psychological insights, and actionable strategies to demonstrate how Stoic practices dissolve resistance and invite abundance. By exploring these tenets in depth, we uncover how ancient wisdom addresses contemporary struggles, from career burnout to existential uncertainty. I. Detachment from outcomes, the art of focused process. Stoic principle: make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Epictetus. The dichotomy of control, a framework for serenity. Epictetus's famous dichotomy, distinguishing between what is within our control, judgments, desires, actions, and what is not, reputation, wealth, health, forms Stoicism's bedrock. Modern psychology echoes this through concepts like the locus of control, where internal focus correlates with resilience. A 2020 study in Journal of Positive Psychology found that individuals practicing Stoic detachment reported 34% lower stress levels compared to control groups. Case study: the gardener's lesson. Consider Hiroto, a Kyoto-based bonsai artist. For years, he agonized over competitions, only to face repeated losses. Applying Stoic principles, he shifted focus to daily cultivation rituals, pruning with precision, studying soil pH, and meditating on each tree's unique form. Within 2 years, his bonsai won a prestigious award, not because he chased victory, but because mastery became its own reward. Practical implementation. 1. The controllables matrix. Create a 2x2 grid. Axis 1. Influence, high versus low. Axis 2. Importance, critical versus trivial. Prioritize high-influence, critical tasks, e.g. skill development, and release low-influence trivialities, e.g. social media comparisons. 2nd. Premeditatio, malorum. Practice negative visualization each morning. Anticipate setbacks to reduce attachment to ideal outcomes. 3. Process rituals. Design daily routines, e.g. 90-minute deep work blocks that celebrate effort over results. 2. Mastery of mindset, the alchemy of perception. Stoic principle: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Cognitive distortions and Stoic reframing. Stoicism predates cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, by millennia, yet both share a focus on restructuring harmful thought patterns. Albert Ellis, CBT's founder, credited Stoicism as a primary influence. For instance, catastrophizing, "This failure will ruin my life," can be countered with Aurelius's reminder, "The obstacle is the way." Case study: the CEO's pivot. Maria, a Silicon Valley executive, faced bankruptcy during a market crash. Guided by Stoic journaling, she reframed collapse as opportunity, liquidating assets to fund a leaner, ethics-driven startup. Her new company, prioritizing employee well-being over growth at all costs, attracted impact investors and tripled its valuation in 5 years. practical implementation. 1. Thought records. Track stress-inducing thoughts in 3 columns. Situation: client rejected my proposal. Automatic thought: I'm incompetent. Stoic reframe: this feedback refines my approach. 2. Virtue anchoring. Align decisions with core Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. Ask, does this action reflect my highest self? 3. Digital minimalism. Curate information intake. Unfollow fear-mongering news. Subscribe to philosophy or science newsletters. T. Divine timing. Cultivating patience through trust. Stoic principle: all things are born and flourish in their due season. Seneca. Amor fati, loving fate's unfolding. Nietzsche later coined amor fati, love of fate, but Stoics like Epictetus embodied it earlier. Do not seek to have events happen as you want, but want them to happen as they do. Modern neuroscience reveals that acceptance activates the prefrontal cortex, enhancing problem solving, while resistance triggers amygdala-driven fight or flight responses. Case study: the late bloomer's triumph. Julia Child, the iconic chef, published her first cookbook at 49. During World War II, she worked in intelligence, unaware her culinary calling lay ahead. Stoic patience marked her journey. She embraced each role fully, trusting her path would clarify with time. Practical implementation. 1. Seasonal planning. Map goals to life's seasons. Spring, 20s to 30s. Exploration, skill acquisition. Summer, 40s to 50s. Mastery, leadership. Autumn, 60s plus. Mentorship, legacy. 2. Waiting rituals. Transform delays into growth opportunities. If stuck in line, practice mindfulness or draft gratitude lists. 3. Legacy journaling. Write letters to your future self, emphasizing trust in timing. Revisit annually to track unforeseen blessings. Dautamaf. 4. Purposeful action, the rhythm of intentionality. Stoic principle. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Seneca, Mantama. Ikigai and Stoic alignment. Japan's Ikigai, reason for being, mirrors Stoic purpose, the intersection of passion, mission, vocation, and profession. A 2021 Lancet study linked purpose-driven living to a 23% reduction in mortality risk. Case study: the artist's renaissance. Painter Esther, after years of commercial work, burned out creating soulless advertisements. Through Stoic self-inquiry, what legacy do I want? She pivoted to community murals depicting resilience. Her projects now receive UNESCO funding, proving purpose amplifies impact. Practical implementation. 1. Purpose mapping. Draw 4 overlapping circles: what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, what you excel at. Identify overlaps. Prioritize actions in the central intersection. 2. Energy audits. Track daily activities for 1 week. Rate each on a scale of 1, draining, to 10, energizing. Eliminate or delegate bottom 20%. 3. Micro-intentions. Start meetings with a shared intention, e.g., today we prioritize clarity over speed. V. Relinquishing control, the freedom of surrender. Stoic principle. The world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. Marcus Aurelius. As. Stoicism and Taoist Wu Wei. Stoic surrender parallels Taoist Wu Wei, effortless action. Both philosophies advocate harmonizing with natural forces rather than opposing them. Modern physics validates this. Fighting currents expends energy, sailing with them propels movement. Case study: the athlete's epiphany. Olympic swimmer Michael, plagued by pre-race anxiety, adopted Stoic visualizations. "I control my strokes, not the medal." His times improved by 1.5 seconds, a lifetime in competitive sports, as he channeled energy from worry into technique. Practical implementation. 1. The surrender mantra. Repeat during stress. I release what I cannot change, I act on what I can. 2. Controlled chaos exposure. Intentionally disrupt minor routines, e.g. take a different route to work, to build adaptability. 3. Stoic role models. Study biographies of figures like Nelson Mandela, who transformed prison adversity into leadership through surrender. Abundance mindset, the economics of enough. Stoic principle. He is richest who is content with the least. Socrates, quoted by Epictetus. Mind, scarcity versus abundance, neurological underpinnings. MRI scans show scarcity mindset activates the brain's pain centers, impairing decision-making. Conversely, gratitude practices boost serotonin and dopamine. Stoic, premeditatio malorum, visualizing loss, paradoxically fosters abundance by reducing fear of deprivation. Case study, the philanthropist's awakening. Billionaire Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, attributes her success to Stoic gratitude. She journals nightly about 3 unearned gifts: health, family, opportunities, a practice that fuels her $1.1 billion empire and $100 million charitable donations. Practical implementation. 1. Wealth redefinition. Calculate net worth not just financially, but in health days, strong relationships, and hours spent joyfully. 2. Reverse budgeting. Allocate 10% of income to experiences, e.g., travel, classes, over possessions. 3. Abundance altars. Create a physical space with symbols of sufficiency, photos, heirlooms, art, to anchor gratitude. 7. Aligned action and release, the dance of effort and ease. Stoic principle. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. Flow state and Stoic presence. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's concept of flow mirrors Stoic absorption in the present. Both require releasing attachment to outcomes while engaging deeply with the task. Neuroscientists note, flow states suppress the default mode network responsible for self-criticism, enhancing performance. Case study, the writer's breakthrough. Novelist Neil Gaiman's American Gods languished for years until he focused on daily writing rituals detached from publication. The book, completed through steady effort, became a HBO series and literary landmark. Practical implementation. 1. Flow triggers. Identify activities inducing timeless focus, e.g., coding, gardening. Schedule them in circadian peaks. 2. Post-action reviews. After completing a project, analyze what effort paid off, what unfolded unexpectedly, how did detachment aid outcomes. 3. Stoic sabbaticals. Quarterly 1 to 3 day retreats for reflection, rebalancing action, and surrender. Conclusion: Stoicism as a living philosophy. Stoicism endures not as a relic, but as a dynamic framework for modern life. From Silicon Valley CEOs to Olympic athletes, its principles are rediscovered by those seeking resilience in uncertainty. As climate change, AI disruption, and global crises test humanity, Stoic wisdom offers an anchor. Focus on the process, refine the mind, and let life unfold. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, penned as a personal diary, now guides millions. This democratization, from emperor to everyday individual, underscores Stoicism's universal potency. By marrying effort with equanimity, we transform manifestation from a chase into a dance with the cosmos. The Stoic path, though ancient, remains a compass for those navigating the paradox of control and surrender, proving that true power lies not in dominion over the world, but in mastery of the self. To dive deeper into the world of Stoicism, be sure to subscribe to Stoic Self Mastery for daily insights and practical tips. Like this video if you found it helpful. Share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Leave a comment below with your thoughts and questions. Together, let's navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity.